Hey there, Jason at AMI Detail. Had a really dirty Ford Focus that I had to take care of, so decided to go with Armour Detail Supply for the wash side of it, and then KATIBA for the protection. The dirt came from Texas, which it sounds crazy, but they had just a very strange weather event that picked up this West Texas, um, what they deal with down there, and went through these upper level winds and landed here in Iowa. So definitely not the level of contamination, and not, it just definitely was a coating clogging type dirt. And again, I'm glad this is not a regular event. Basically hit the wheels with Armor Detail Supply. Really like their individual wheel cleaner along with their tire cleaner. Both of them are kind of targeted for each type of cleaning, and they both do an awesome job. So it's just hard to beat that combo. And basically went with the Armor Detail Supply Shampoo Plus, using the MJJC, Pro V3 foaming head, but then I have the Griot's Garage Boss metering ball attached to the pickup tube. So using the metering system, so able to screw the direct product right onto the foam cannon, and going and setting it down to a 3/4 turn. So that puts it basically in that um, 1 to 9 ratio. Um, so basically, between that 1 to 9, 1 to 10, somewhere in there. So, but yeah, foam, again, foaming is great from the MJJC. So I, just been using this combo quite a bit, and great to have that flexibility of being able to adjust that top knob to, you know, run the proper panel impact ratio, basically. Um, so rather than pre-mixing, just making that adjustment. Again, I did measurements, uh, just using water to see how much the panel impact ratio was at different settings, and that's what lets me more or less convert that those settings to what it's calling for dilutions. Shampoo Plus, did a great job of cutting through uh, that dirt that was on the car, which was, like I say, it was luckily an unusual level of contamination, because um, used to the gravel roads and stuff and kind of what we get there, but this was a whole different kind of um, stuff just stuck on there. And part of it was it actually came down with snow, so that just sat on the car and more or less dried on the car that way. So rinse off. Sorry, I know that the footage here is pretty. I went ahead and did a time lapse because I figured you didn't want to sit through just rinsing this thing off. But yeah, with the camera mounted onto the pressure gun, can be kind of fun, but yeah, it's a little wild with this. So I'm using that overhead view also. Just, yeah, when you go to rinse off wheels, hold on, we're going for a ride. But yeah, if you haven't had a chance to use Shampoo Plus, it's a great cleaning soap. I mean, it does a great job. So now we get to KATIBA. I had already treated this with the signature wax, and now following it up with the gloss booster. So it's these are quick detail sprays, and would have some ceramic properties to them and stuff, and really works great. So I use the one of the Thor's Jobber 360s, and I fold it over to the pearl weave side, the kind of the tighter weave, and and I'm wiping over it, but it's not, the goal is not to remove it. If you notice, I'm not flipping the towel or anything. I am letting the product just, more or less just spreading the product evenly across the panel. Did just the light spray the first time there, and now just wiping it over all the surfaces. Um, Again, you'll still see um, kind of a, it's still leaving that streaks and stuff because you're leaving, again, the goal is not to remove the uh, the product. It's just to, so that gloss booster is just being spread on the surface. You definitely see it more on the window and the panel black trim there and stuff. So, but again, yeah, just hitting all those surfaces. Again, I've already gone over this with the signature wax, so this is, just stacking that to fill in some of those properties and give it a nice little boost. So now I'm using a different Jobber 360, and for this one I have it folded the other way, which is a nice way to keep track of which towel's which also. But this is more just the buff, buffing it off. So now it is, removing any kind of excess, and then just, again, the application of this is so easy and quick. And basically, the say wait 10 minutes between application of, to stack them. Well, the nice part is by the time you work your way around a whole vehicle with one, you're basically ready to start with the next one right after it. So yeah, it's uh, the KATIBA stuff so far has been pretty good. Really don't have a good feel for longevity yet, just because we've had some, again, with some of the strange weather lately, it's hasn't been a real fair comparison, just because, again, we're not the usual amount of contamination on the vehicles lately. Yeah, you can see the wipe off just goes nice. It leaves everything just protected and shiny, very, definitely like it says, it boosts that gloss level and raises that hydrophobics as well. So this car has a base coating of clean by pan, the organizer, 3-year coating, which again performs excellent. I mean, really does not need a topper. So this is finished result. I mean, you can see it really really looks good. It's got a nice pop to it. Sorry for kind of the glare from the sun there, but again, yeah, you got some really. Um, Again, I did a light polish on this before ceramic coating, but it was not, definitely not to remove defects, just to I mean, it's really just kind of level out some of the higher defects, but not really focused for overall gloss. So, hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate, everyone that subscribe to the channel. And if you're new and like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button, and it's awesome with comments. That's probably my favorite part is that interaction with subscribers and just anyone that is leaving comments. It's great to hear other people's perspectives and share information.